welcome to Sparkling Diamonds. I'm Brittany.
And I'm Robin. Hey.
And so we are here with our next artist spotlight. This one I know comes a lot quicker than the last one. We actually have a couple ready to go, and we didn't want to wait on this one any longer because we are going to have a special announcement with this video. So stay tuned to the end for the fun announcement. So our artist spotlight this month, guys, is going to be, God, this thing's heavy, Becca Tindol. And so while we are doing this, you guys know what we normally do is we unbox a canvas as we go through this. So this is Aquatic Dreams from Art and Soul. I've had this kit for a while. I have not personally unboxed this kit, so I've seen it. I know it's been unboxed once, but I haven't actually unboxed it and I haven't seen it. And this thing is huge. So I can't wait to see it. So this will be the kit we're unboxing while we're doing this video. We have unboxed several other of her canvases, so we will link those down below from Art and Soul. She is also licensed with a couple other companies. We'll get to that once we get started here. And this one is going to be a little different than our last two, guys. So we are going to read the questions, but when Becca answered our questions, she actually did it with a voice memo. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to let her talk to you guys through the voice memo. So we'll read you guys the question, and then we're just going to kind of let her talk, and then we'll talk about her answer afterwards. That's how we're going to do this one. So it's going to be a little different. I think it's really cool to actually hear her voice and hear her talking.
I love this.
So that's like the next closest thing we could, because guys, for these, we would love to be able to do like a Zoom with them and do like a recorded meeting, but let's be real, between us working and these artists having such busy lives, and most of them have kids and most of them have work other jobs than just their art, like it's just not realistic to be able to set a time to where we can meet. So this is like the next closest thing, and it's really cool, so I'm super excited. So before we get started, I will show you guys, I guess let's go ahead and at least like pull this out of the box here. This canvas, so this is like, what, 75 by 100 centimeters, and this is square, so this thing is huge.
Most of her canvases are big.
They are, but they have to be though
right.
to show so her heavy detail and her art. And did you pick it up?
No, I could tell by the way you laid it down.
Good grief. So let's just get to the point where we're completely out of the plastic. So while we're talking questions or listening to her answers, we're not having to hear the plastic crinkle here. Oh my God. All right, that will go away. And
color. And that's one thing about Becca Tindol's artwork is it is all so colorful.
It really is. And there's colorful, fun scenes. You take your pick. All right, so we're at least at this point. So we're going to try this. We're hopefully going to do it where while we're recording, I can just play the answer, and it will, hopefully the audio will sound good to you guys. If not, when I'm doing it back on editing, I may edit and just put her voice, her thing over it. But that's what we'll plan on doing. So let me get her answers pulled up here. All right. So if you want to read the first question, then I will play her first answer.
So the first question is, tell us about your experiences that inspired you to pursue a career in art.
All right, so we're going to play her answer and make sure we've got the volume all the way up. So here is her answer. I'm going to come a little bit closer to the mic so hopefully you guys can hear this very well.
Okay, I'm starting off with the first question. The experiences that inspired me to pursue a career in art. I've always been into art ever since I was a small child. I've always loved painting, drawing, but I didn't start creating like regularly until about maybe 6 years ago. And I'm still a mom. I was a mom to like my young daughter at the time and in school, in college. And I was trying to like figure out a direction with my life, and I'd never considered being an artist full time. I just like started painting for fun. It was kind of a spiritual thing for me too. It's like a form of connecting with my higher self and like capturing visions that I see in my mind's eye. So after like painting for a few years, I started like trying to sell some commissions and like sell some prints of my art, and I did like okay at that, and I opened up like an Etsy shop. So after getting like regular sales, then I decided maybe I should do this full time, because I also needed to be at home to care for my daughter, so I couldn't really work a job outside of the house. So that's mainly what inspired me to pursue a career in art. But just pursuing art in general is a spiritual thing for me.
I could see that, like when she talks about like the she's basically like drawing the visions in her head, because some of her arts have like these pretty like multiple scenes and things like that, and so like she's just seeing different things, and I could see that.
Yes, I could too.
Let's see. Let's do. Yeah, we can show you. Go ahead. You can show them that if you want first, and then we can do the next question.
So this is the inventory sheet that comes with all the canvases. So it has the number of the canvas here, which is on the canvas itself and the drills. This Brittany ordered in square with 3 ABs and 2 sawdust. And the name of the canvas, Aquatic Dream, and the artist, Becca Tindol. And it has 76 bags in it. And then you have the number, which is down to 67. So where the 76 comes from is oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. There are 4 bags of 1 AB. Okay, sorry.
There are 2 ABs right here of the 995. There's 4 996.
There's 2 of the sawdust too. Yes. Oh, I'm going to be in heaven.
There's 2 sawdust. So that's where the 76 comes in at. So you have the number, you have the symbol, then you have the color, the quantity, and then that's how many that's required, and then this is how many Art and Soul actually gives you, which is 401, and they actually give you 600, and this is the weight, and then how many bags, and that comes with all of your. In addition to the sticker sheet, you will get this. So the next question is she's going to answer question 2 and 3 together and tell you what the questions are. So let's go ahead and hear this in Becca's own voice.
Yes, art is my full-time career. How did I learn about diamond painting? I learned about diamond painting from Diamond Art Club contacting me maybe a year and a half ago. Honestly, I think it was like last March was when they contacted me. I could be wrong about that. I do not diamond paint. I learned about it through them, that it was a popular thing, and then I joined like different groups, like the Diamond Art Club group, and different communities, because I gained like fans through it and seen like how big of a community it is. Okay, my first painting that was turned into a diamond painting was Cosmic Trip, released by Diamond Art Club. That's one of my favorite paintings. I painted that a few years ago. It was a commission piece, and I was given full creative freedom. All that person asked for was that I make it space themed, so that was fun. And I've been painting a lot of cosmic themed paintings since then, because it's one of my favorite subject matters for sure.
And we have that painting.
Yeah, that's cool to know. So I didn't know that was her first one, but also it was a commission piece. That makes it pretty cool too.
Yes.
Alright guys, so I'm going to take the drills out here. I'm going to have to move our table a little bit because the sun is starting to come in. And so you see this pretty sunshine shining on our table here. So we're going to move a little bit so we don't have to see the sunshine. So this is super heavy. Cannot get over this. I was going to say, I would be surprised if all these drills could fit into one thing, and they didn't. Come out. There we go. I couldn't get the toolkit to come out or anything. Alright, I don't even want to unroll this canvas yet because I know how big this canvas is. So I'm going to pull out the sticker sheet real quick and show you the sticker sheet. So these do come with just your basic standard toolkit too, guys. We're not going to show you that. If you guys want, like I said, we're going to link some unboxings down below, and we do go over in very thorough detail everything. So if you're new to diamond painting and happen to stumble upon this video because you love Becca Tindol, check out one of the links below where we do a full unboxing, and we'll show you what the toolkit is, and we show you all the other stuff. And we go into more detail, but this is the sticker sheet Rob was talking about. So you use these to put onto your containers when you kit up your drills if you do, or if not, you work straight out of the bags. And this is going to have all your other, it's got a picture of the image as well as all the other information about it. And then real quick, this is the first Art and Soul kit I've ever gotten that couldn't all fit in one bag. Oh, jeez. Alright. All the pretty colors.
And I am sure all her canvases are like this.
This is going to be the one with the specialty drills at the end. I don't even think I need to pull them out for you guys to see. So we start right here. There's an orange AB. There's 2 bags of this blue AB, 4 bags of this blue AB. There is one, he's kind of smushed in there, bag of that soul dust, and then 2 bags of this pretty like teal soul dust. They are just stunning. All right. Lots of pretty jewels. So we'll leave this laying here. Again, I'm not going to unroll this yet because once we get to do that, well, let's go ahead and get it like that. This thing is going to be huge. All right, hold on. I think I can do this on the table.
Okay, while she's unrolling it, I see it, and oh my god.
I don't want to look yet. I don't want to look yet. I don't want to ruin it.
Pretty.
I haven't seen this in the box yet, so I don't want to ruin it. I'm going to wait. I'm sure it's gorgeous because I haven't seen an image of hers that I don't like yet.
I haven't either. We own
I think I own almost every single. Okay, I lied. I have not. I don't want to talk about that yet because that answers a question that we ask her later. So once we get to that question, I'll talk more about it, about her diamond paintings and what I own. All right. So just to give you guys an idea of how big this is, I don't think I normally, like, if they're really big, I'll turn it over this way so you guys can see it. You're not even going to be able to see it that way. We're probably just going to do it like this. And let you guys see it in halves,
and maybe do a pan over at the end.
Yeah. So we'll go ahead and do. So she actually answered a few questions there.
So the next question we asked her was if there was a particular drawing that she created that holds deep personal significance for her, and how does it feel to see it transformed into a diamond painting if it has been. So we'll go with that question and see if she leads up to another question. If she does, we'll just keep letting her talk.
Yeah. I'm curious to know if she has, because it sounds like her first one was definitely a commission, so I'm curious to hear this.
There's not really a particular painting that holds like a ton of deep significance. I mean, there is. It's more like all of them do in their own individual way, I guess. Each one has different symbolic meaning and underlying symbolism to it. If I had to pick one, I would say Escaping the Illusion of Hell is probably the most personal to me. That one represents like my own spiritual awakening, but I also have other paintings that represent my own spiritual awakening and like dealing with trauma and coming out of that. Another one is I call Journey into the All-Knowing Eye. That's another one. I'm also working on one that is very spiritually significant to me. It's called Cosmic Garden. That particular piece has not been, the Escaping of the Illusion of Hell piece has not been released as a diamond painting yet. Journey has been, and that's been really cool. It's been released by a smaller company, the one with the diamond art, so I haven't gotten to see a lot of like pictures of it being diamond painted, just because it's such a small company. They don't have a huge customer base. But I'm hoping that more people will like buy that piece and create it as a diamond painting, because that one is very fun. It has a lot of little tiny scenes in it. It's just so much detail. It's a really fun piece.
And of course, me with my mental health background, I'm fascinated to hear about her talking about how working on the art is part of her healing journey from trauma. Because I know working with patients that we often talk about like how art and journaling and other creative outlets, so we've talked about this on our channel too, can help with your mental health. And so I think that's a perfect example with her talking about that.
Yeah. Let's see, what number are we at now?
Well, that was a part 2 to that, about how does it feel to see transformed into a diamond painting if it has been, and then it goes to 6 was how is your artistic style, how has it evolved over the years, and are there any themes that you find yourself returning to?
All right, so let's see what she says about that one, and then once I say after this one or the next one, we'll start taking a look at this canvas here.
My artistic style has evolved from I guess it hasn't changed honestly that much. From my earlier pieces that I did about 5 years ago, I still use like duality themes and the rainbow and different portals, like the different little scenes that I paint. I would say what's changed the most is like my introduction of the airbrush, which has allowed me to like explore cosmic themes a lot easier. And my art, I guess, is a lot more smooth with the introduction of the airbrush. The themes I always return to are like holographic realms, cosmic realms. I see those in my mind's eye. Those are very spiritually significant places for me that I visit, that I feel like my soul visits. So I'm trying to capture those. That's one I definitely always return to, and the duality themed, because I think that life on Earth is just all about duality and dark and light, and there's just so much to explore with that.
And in one of the pictures, you actually see her using the airbrush.
Yeah, we'll try to pop up in here too some of the videos of her. She's got videos of her working on her art, so we'll try to share a few of those too so you guys can see her. It's interesting, her talking about that. You can see it in her art. Like if you think about it, she's got so many of those paintings where she has like a scene, like a light scene on the top and then like a dark scene on the bottom.
Yes.
That are so pretty.
Like art in pieces of art within the art we talk about with her.
Do you want to go ahead and read the next question and we'll play that part?
Yes. What's the most challenging piece you've ever created?
The most challenging piece I've ever created? Honestly, that's really difficult. I would say each of my paintings are challenging in their own way. I learned something new from each one, like how to paint different things. Maybe the one I'm working on now, Cosmic Garden, it has a lot of rainbow holographic elements, which I've had to learn a new way of painting to create, but it's very rewarding.
All right, guys. So now we're going to take a break from questions. We still have, I think, like 7 or 8 left, I believe. So I'm going to set the drills to the side here, and we're going to attempt to take a look at this canvas here. So we'll start, what do you think, top or bottom?
Top.
All right, we're going to start at the top. Guys, I'm telling you, this thing is so big. I don't know how we're going to do this. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my goodness. This is gorgeous. All right, you guys can see, like, roughly the top half of it. So up here we still have a couple scenes up here already. We have one that's like this looks like a forest scene. Look at the little tree house on this. Oh my goodness. So this is a forest scene. Then you have an ocean scene with a little sea turtle. We have another. I know there's like another. This is like top ocean, bottom ocean. We're just removing. So guys, the canvases when they get shipped, with the way they're rolled so tightly, sometimes the plastic just gets like crinkles in it. All you have to do is just pull it back some and then just smooth it out. And with how big this canvas is, this may or may not be an easy task. So let's see. Let's try to get it about halfway.
Between the two of us, I think it will.
All right.
I think we can do it. Man, that's so pretty.
Now, here's the real trick. Can I roll this back out flat? Yes.
Look
I got a little bit of a
this.
wrinkle there, but that's my own fault.
So you have a house right here. Is that a house?
Yeah, it looks like a tree house. It's because it's definitely up in the tree. It looks like a little house.
A sea turtle.
Yeah. Then you just have, this is just like the
rainbow.
rainbow and ocean scene. That kind of looks like, I don't know if it's just part of the rock or if there's a creature supposed to be there. Let's see. Let's look at it. Sometimes you guys, you can't see things in images. Ooh, and this is still so big. I think that's just like a rock with a wave crashing over it. Then you've got, this kind of goes from an above water to an underwater scene. You've got a little fish here. And then I love this right through here. You have all this pretty like coral and reef. It's absolutely stunning. Let's go ahead and, we won't make you guys wait. We'll go ahead and look at the bottom here. Let's see. Perfect.
Let's do
there
the
we go.
same thing with the plastic.
Okay.
I don't know. You usually do a better job of smoothing it out than me. So let's see how this works. Oh my goodness! Look at
I know there's the colors. There's just so much.
When you pull it back, like I'm just looking at it because I don't think you can really see it all from afar, and it's just amazing to look at everything going on in this painting. Pull that back down for me. I just cannot get over that. Look at this.
I know you've got this, like a little underwater, kind of like, what is it, a gazebo kind of thing.
Yes.
And then you've got, I love this, you have all the coral and stuff here, and this, and then you've got the fish and stuff. And then over here, this one's, you've got the mermaid. With just like her little treasure chest. It looks like a jellyfish, some more fish here.
And I'm not sure what this is supposed to be.
It looks like almost like an underwater pyramid, kind of. But yeah, so this is definitely like some kind of underwater castle. Or like pyramid kind of looking thing. This looks like, can you tell us, is that like a crab?
I think so because when you look at the picture here, You can kind of see a little bit.
Yeah, I think that might be. This is just one that I don't think you're going to ever fully make, because there's so much going on with the symbols and stuff. You're going to make everything out till you diamond paint it.
And that's the thing, like this is one that definitely comes alive as you diamond paint. So pretty. We said that at the same time.
It's so big also.
But I will say, like, Brittany and I own so many of her canvases, and every time we take a look at them, this is exactly what we talk about as our reaction is, like, shock from so much going on within the painting.
And she does such a, like, the colors of the rainbow. Like, even over here, look, you just have, like, many colors of rainbows. Like, this looks like almost like a black hole kind of would. Like a little galaxy hole. She literally just uses the colors of the rainbow in all of her images, and they're just so bright.
I don't know. I think about, too, like, the images in her head are things that she wants to get out. That's an interesting concept, too. And when I think about mental health, there's a thing called trauma therapy or eye movement desensitization reprogramming, EMDR, if you've ever heard of that. And it's where you make a safe place. Part of EMDR is you make a safe place, and it's a safe place in your imagination that you go to. And I feel like that's what she kind of does in some of her pieces of art. They're like her safe places. I'm not saying they all are, because I think some of them is her way of like getting out what is in her mind at the moment. But I know when I'm working with patients and we're developing a safe place or even a container, and a container is like where you put things in between therapy. So in trauma therapy, one of the things that patients will do is it's something called eye movement desensitization and reprocessing, or EMDR. And part of that therapy is developing both a safe place in your mind, in your imagination, which I think that is something that it sounds like that she does and draws. Also is building a container, which a container in trauma therapy is something where you store things between therapy sessions that you talk about in therapy that are troublesome or bothering you, and that way you put them in your container, and that way you can go about and live your day-to-day life outside of therapy. And I feel like a part of her artwork, that's like what she's talking about, is like getting things out of her head. Like she has these beautiful places, which a lot of times my patients will talk about a butterfly garden or the ocean, and then their containers oftentimes, interestingly enough, are like a chest or, a bank vault or something like that. And so when I hear her talk about her art, I can't help but think about a safe place and a container in your imagination.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, Brittany.
All right, so next question is, have you expanded your art into other mediums, such as calendars, coloring books, etc.? If so, please let us know where we can get them so we can link them. And then how do you see your work evolving in the future?
I have expanded my art into a lot of different merchandise. That is what allows me to continue to be a full-time artist, is being able to sell affordable merchandise so that I can pay my bills. My favorite ones are clothing. I absolutely love making wearable art. I've made all kinds, different like kimonos, maxi dresses, pants, shirts, cotton t-shirts, hoodies, all kinds of stuff. And I always try to make new and unique things. Like I make the actual paintings themselves, but I try to make like painted frames, painted jewelry boxes, cabinets, things like that, just to keep new, fresh things available. You can find all of that on my website. It's alteredmoonart.com, and that's in all my bios as well. My art evolving in the future, really what I want to do is more interactive paintings. I have done a couple where I have little wooden doors that open and close on my artwork. So I really want to explore that more. Those are very time consuming, but I'm trying to step into that and eventually doing like large scale versions of that, or that are more like installations at music festivals. That's where the direction I really want to take my art.
We will link her website down below, but Brittany and I had already looked at her website, and oh my gosh,
Yeah,
you
there
can
is so
spend
much.
so much time on her website, and I will tell you, there are definitely things on her website. But she has a beautiful dress that I absolutely want. But it's from a painting.
Yeah, she's got some gorgeous stuff.
Yes, she does. So what number are we on?
9.
So the next question we asked was, have you ever seen a diamond painting of your work that added a new layer of interpretation to your original piece, and how did that make you feel?
Seeing people create diamond paintings of my art always makes me appreciate my color work a lot more. I guess sitting here staring at my art all day, I can kind of forget, or not, I guess not forget, but not appreciate how vibrant my colors are. But seeing it in a different medium, like as a diamond painting, particularly like Cosmic Trip, just it's just really cool to see all the different colors in a different medium, I guess.
We definitely appreciate all of your colors.
Oh,
You
yeah.
can see them just in this. And, like, I think for me, and we've said this in some of, like, we do roundups for Art and Soul, and, like, sometimes I've talked about, like, sometimes it could be something as simple as, like, the color palette on a painting that makes me decide to get a painting because I love how the colors are. And, like, I'm telling you, all of her paintings, they're so pretty. I mean, you can see how many colors are just in this one.
So the next question was, are there specific cultures or historical art movements that influence your work, and how did you incorporate those elements into your paintings?
I wouldn't say there's any maybe specific cultures that influence my art. Historical art movements, maybe a little bit of like surrealism. I've always enjoyed surrealism ever since I was a child. When I saw like Rene Magritte's paintings, they blew my mind and made me feel something. So that's what I try to do with my own work, is have it evoke an intense emotion in the viewer, for sure.
I could definitely see that with all the scenes. I really like the one that she mentioned earlier, like in looking at it, the escaping the illusion of hell. I could really kind of see that because you do have like the different, and looking at that image, and I'll pop it up here while I kind of talk about it too, like you have the one side, which is like literally hell, and then you have the angel in the middle, which is like heaven, and you could see the two different universes kind of like meshing together. So I definitely could see that. It's so cool. Her art, I love her art. Gosh. All right. Number 11, we were asked, next we asked her, are there any songs, movies, or television shows that influence your work?
There's not really any like movies or television shows that have influenced my work. Music-wise, I love very ethereal, like soothing music. Like meditation music is very influential. I listen to that a lot while I paint. The band Elisha is really ethereal to me, and I like their music a lot too.
Elisha. Can't say that's a band that I've heard of. Have you?
So, no, I have not heard of that artist, no, but this is not unusual for us to
Yeah,
talk
no,
about
it's not, also considering it's like, if she can like meditation kind of music, I feel like both of us are kind of more like pop kind of, we listen to a lot of variety of music, but I don't think anything we listen to is kind of like anything that would be considered a meditation or soothing, relaxing music, to be honest.
No.
It's more upbeat and poppy and dance kind of thing to it, not relaxation. We probably should.
No, but again, I think music can be interpreted like art, though.
Yeah, that's true. I'm moving this so you guys can look at it a little bit more, the other one, while we're doing this.
The next question was, beyond painting, do you have other hobbies or creative outlets that inspire your art?
Oh.
I don't have a ton of other hobbies outside of art. I do sew a little bit, which is really related to my artwork. I try to make wearable art featuring my paintings a lot. So that's something I do in my spare time when I can. But otherwise, I just really enjoy nature, and nature does influence my art as well and brings me a lot of peace.
I could definitely see nature in her art.
Oh, absolutely.
So I wonder, so she said she sews a lot. I wonder if she makes her own pieces or if she just makes designs and then has them made by a company, or if she makes all the designs she sells by hand.
I don't know. I'd be curious to know that myself.
Ooh, that would be a lot of work.
So then the next question is, when people see your work, either as a painting or a diamond painting, what emotions or thoughts do you hope to evoke in them?
When people see my art, I really want them to connect with that creative space within themselves. I'll have people tell me that my art reminds them of somewhere that they feel they've been before on a soul level. And I think that the places I'm painting really do exist in other dimensions. I know some people think that's crazy, but that's how I feel. These places are brought to me in meditation. So I really want people to remember these places while looking at my art, and remember that their soul is eternal and that they can reconnect with these places. They exist all within us, and we can access them by meditating or just turning within, and they can bring us a lot of peace and remind us that the current earth we live on is not all there is. And just that simple thought is really expansive and can bring a lot of hope to a lot of people.
It's kind of interesting to hear the artist's thought. Like, we talk about other artists, but just how they interpret things, and it almost makes you interpret their art in a different meaning than what you saw when you first look at it.
I think so too.
Like some of her other ones that she's got, where she's got the two scenes, and then like even this one, like it just makes you appreciate it a little bit more, and like you just have to wonder what was going through her mind when she was thinking about creating this, because obviously you've got the very bright and then like the pretty like forest scene, and like they're all together. It's so interesting.
So the next question is, who are some of your favorite artists, and how have they influenced your own work?
Some of my favorite artists are Josephine Wall, Alex Gray, Gilbert Williams. They all have really magical, fantastical artwork with a lot of spiritual undertones, cosmic themes, just really, really beautiful work.
It's funny, another artist with Josephine Wall. Do you like, would you have thought about buying any of her pieces? I don't know if she has any with Diamond Art Club, but she's the one who, when people say they want to work on ones with like 200 colors, that has the absurd amount of colors, and just lots of different images. I feel like her images are such confetti for diamond painting, but she does have some gorgeous images though.
I could see Josephine Wall and the similarities of that artwork.
Yeah, her art's kind of, a little bit. Her art's very...
At the moment, what are you reading, watching on television, or listening to in terms of music?
Alright, so let's see what she says.
Currently, I'm reading a bunch of different books. I always have like 10 books going on at once. They're usually nonfiction, like spiritual-based books. One of them I'm rereading for the millionth time. It's called The 7 Secrets of Synchronicity. That book is fantastic. I highly recommend it. It will change your life. Music, I'm always listening to different types of music. People would not imagine this from looking at me. They think I'm such a happy, bubbly person, which I can be, because my art is usually happy and bubbly. But I like a lot of music, like typo negative, darker music, I guess, sometimes. And also just ethereal, music, meditation music, binaural beats, that sort of thing as well.
So I take it you found a new book that you're going to be reading?
Yes, I did.
All right, guys, so that's all the questions we asked her. This was definitely an interesting one. So before we leave, we promised you there was going to be something fun at the end here. So when we started diamond painting, we wanted to do it because, in our channel really more than just when we started diamond painting, because we wanted to share our love of the art, and not only that, the artists, because this stuff wouldn't be possible without them. This wouldn't be existent. And so what we are planning on doing is a Becca Tindol event. So we're going to host a diamond painting event definitely in June, potentially into July. So what I'll do is I'll probably post a poll in a couple of places and just see if people would want to do 1 month or 2 months.
Because her paintings are so large, I think 2 months might be bad.
And there will be, what we will do is we won't require a new start. We won't require a finish. We'll probably just have like a set size, and we'll set that size determined upon if we do 1 month or 2 months. And so it'll just be any licensed Becca Tindol artwork. Now, I mentioned a couple of times that I was going to talk about something, and she never actually did, so I am going to. So she is obviously licensed with Art and Soul. She does have quite a few pieces. Like I said in the beginning, we're going to link a few of her unboxings down below. And then she's licensed also with Diamond Art Club, which she referenced in the video. But she also referenced she's licensed with the one with the diamond art. So you can get diamond paintings from any of those. So when we go to do the event, it'll be anything that's Becca Tindol's. It will just have to be a licensed piece, so from any of those 3 shops. And we will have, again, lots of fun, cool prizes and sponsors. And you've got plenty of time now to decide which canvas you want to do and pick one up if you haven't already. I know Art and Soul, and I think the one with the diamond art, I've never ordered from them. I do want to order, I think she has 2 pieces there I want to order, actually. I think theirs are also print to order. Art and Soul takes about 3 to 6 weeks, so you do have some time to think about it and decide. She does have, I'll have to pop up a picture here, Divine Imagination. I'm going to pop the picture up here for you guys to see. So that is bigger even than this canvas, and it is a pricier piece because it is so big. But I think that might be one I might potentially want to get and maybe do for the event. I don't know. I have so many of her pieces that I haven't done. I don't know which one I would do to even start with. Do you know which one you would want to do?
I don't know. I may try the one with the diamond art because she mentioned that was. Didn't you
love
say that was one of her favorite
that
pieces?
tree.
And you said that was on your wish list.
Yes.
So I'm going to check that out actually and make a decision.
And neither of us have ever purchased from the one with the diamond art, so that would be a new shop to us. So.
We have not, and we already own so many of her pieces. So I think that would be both a new place and a new shop to try, and then a piece of her artwork that means something to her too.
Yes.
So I might do that. We'll see.
And we did decide on June, guys, and I know a lot of people like to do the Pride Month diamond painting events, and so that actually kind of works out perfect because her art has, most of the Pride events just require you to have like a rainbow of colors, and I feel like for the most part there might be a piece or 2 that doesn't fall under the rainbow scene, but for the most part, like even this one you have rainbows and it would work perfect to go along. So if you like to do multiple events at once, it would definitely be an easy thing to pull off with her canvases. So.
And we try to make our events as simple as possible for everybody's sake. So, yes, if you could you could enter multiple events and still participate and do her artwork, that would be great.
I know. So we will leave all the links for her social media down below for Becca. We're going to also leave the link to her website where you can purchase her prints, her clothing, anything else that she sells for that. We'll also leave the links to all the places you can purchase her diamond paintings. And then I hope you guys enjoyed this as much as I did. I love getting to know the artists that we're doing the diamond paintings for, and I'm super excited to do an event for her because I just absolutely adore her art.
We have always loved her art. She's one of the
so colorful.
She really is one of the ones that I think we always pick up her pieces when they were released.
And there also is a mystery kit too that just released. I think it's probably sold out, so if you didn't get it, you probably missed out, but you might be able to get it in a D-stash, but that one's going to be fun. You could also, for our event, you could do the mystery kit. We would just have rules about how you go about doing that, but I'm super excited. So let us know down below, guys, are you a Becca Tindol fan? And if so, maybe let us know what's your favorite piece, if you can pick one. I don't know if I can.
I know.
That's a tough one. I don't know if I can. Ooh, I don't know. Yeah, I can't pick a favorite one. Sorry, guys. There's so many I like. I love this one. I love Inside a Fairy's Dream. I love Cosmic Trip. I love the Divine Imagination. She's got Cosmic Dance too. Like, she has so many pieces.
And every time we do this, it makes me be like, okay, I'm gonna go check out even more of her artwork.
Oh, I forgot I have Cosmic Kitties we haven't unboxed on our channel. I could have done that in this video too, but that's okay. You guys will have plenty of chances to see other things.
We will do some more unboxings of her work in between now and June.
And then let us know also, guys, is that an event you're going to be interested in participating in? So you have plenty of time to gear up, and we are super excited about it. So, and we wanted to make sure that it got the proper announcement that we could. So what better time to do this than in a spotlight of the artist and getting to know her and a little bit about her artwork. So.
All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you are enjoying these as much as we are enjoying doing them and getting to know the artists behind these beautiful diamond paintings that we do. And have this as Happy New Year. This is January 2025 if you're
Yeah.
watching this. So Happy New Year, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye, guys.